Careful to record easily. Welcome back, and who was not in the first workshop this morning? Just a few. Okay, welcome. It's so nice to see you. It's nice to see me too, right? Let's hear it for John. You can do better. I just wanted to write hold on to that. Okay, so I got to stand over here a bit just because I was having trouble with the clicker this morning, so is that okay? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so then I went on one of these things. So my name is John. We're working our way through the proposal that we passed out this morning. If you weren't here this morning, did you get a copy? No? We have some copies that we can pass out. Just raise your hand. And then blue sheets. So everyone got a blue sheet? Great. So while those are getting passed out, let me just recap a little bit from the morning. So we're going to use this same workshop structure that we used this morning. I'm going to try and present this week more slowly. So there we go. We're going to do some feedback and discussion amongst ourselves and with our blue sheets. And then we'll get some closing comments from the Archbishop. So just to review, what we're working our way through is an expression of our 3-year pastoral plan for the saints that was launched last year. We're specifically zeroing in here in this workshop on that blue part of the wheel there that's about increasing our capacity and efficiency, our ability to do our mission structurally. While the other workshops are about our ability to do the mission in terms of the activity that we need to undertake. And so if you're familiar with the pastoral plan and you're familiar with some of the goals that we laid out, the reorganization of parishes is one of the goals. And that's what we're speaking about here today in this workshop. We went through a bit of a why this morning, but I thought it was useful to revisit it because we're going to look at the next part of the proposal today where we talk about the pastoral ministry, the things that parishes are hoping that they're going to undertake. So if you were in Sherry's keynote presentation this morning, you know, what's that economy of bearing fruit? How do we make that process where people come to be disciples, to grow in discipleship, to realize the charisms, to be responsible for the mission of the church? This is the kind of activity that we're hoping new parishes will undertake. And so, if you were here this morning, we went through this triangle, this structural change is part of a process that helps us support our leadership, our culture, our strategy, and our tools that are necessary to bear fruit. So, if we all agree that fruit is the most important outcome, as we saw in the keynote this morning, and you all clap, right? Then we need to, what did Sherry call it? A fully supportive structure, a fully supportive environment that makes that happen. And all of these are components of a fully supportive environment. The structure, the leadership, the culture, the strategy that we use, the tools that we use in order to help with this fruit. And so we're speaking specifically today about culture, strategy. But we're going to dive a little bit more into this middle part about leadership and culture. That's the next part of the proposal. See, when we talked to our priests a year and a half ago, we did something in Gallup called Q12. And they put in all kinds of things about their engagement and how they were doing, and they wrote comments, and Gallup helped us process it and work our way through it. And they had things to say about the diocese, they had things to say about diocesan employees, and they had things to say about this, that, and the other thing, but the majority of their comments and concerns were related to what we might call the system, you know, the structure. And it was contributing amongst them to a sense of isolation, that we're just trying to fill holes, and you know, that little boy's got all those fingers in the dam, that's kind of the feeling that we have. That we're challenged in leadership, that there are things that we're facing we don't know if we're equipped or supported to be able to do it. That what we're doing is not sustainable, whether that's driving or whether that's being spread out or whatever that is, it's just not sustainable. And you know, so busy doing that we're not really getting formed and trained in some ways that we can deal with these issues. So that's at the level of the priest. So we're talking about leadership here today. And I think a lot of us recognize that, and I think a lot of us can see that with what's going on. So when we talk about the leadership of these new parishes, we want to talk about, well, how do we help support these things, or support our priests so that these things are not as big of an issue and a headache for them. so that we can get about bearing fruit. So one of the tasks of the priest is to lead. And we're proposing in this proposal that we expect and plan that every new parish will have at least 2 priests. One of them will be named what we're calling a moderator, which is the leader of the group of priests. Now, the moderator's job will be to undertake the pastoral ministries that we're going to talk about in a few minutes, but to do that in a way that's co-responsible. So, I think one of the big shifts that we're trying to point towards when we're talking about leadership, and why there are sessions this afternoon, this morning on leadership, and why we talk about leadership at all of our assemblies, is we're trying to get away from a sense of positional leadership. You know, if you ever worked for an organization where I'm the boss because it says in the org chart that I'm the boss? No, you never worked in okay, so you know what I'm talking about. You've always had great character leaders who are leaders that I want to follow because they have the ability to lead, and we want to go where they're leading us, right? So we're trying to move into that development of character leadership. That doesn't change the fact that the church is structured the way it is structured. We have to work inside of that. But when we're calling our priests to leadership, we need to be able to support them and help them to lead by putting around them key teams. And that's what is at the heart of the proposal, is what these key teams are. And so if you look, we've got the people who do parish ministry, our ministry leaders, our staff, our volunteers, these people who might be in the parish. They're an important part of making the actual change of culture that we're talking about now. These are the people who are executing the strategy that we have. These are the people who are using the tools that we've laid out. These are the people that we're leading in order to affect change and produce fruit in the parish. So they're an important part of any new parish. We're talking about the pastoral council. And I think the biggest shift that we're looking at here in terms of the pastoral council, and we'll dive into it a little bit, is a movement to be a strategic focused group. By strategic, we mean looking at the long term, looking down the road, saying, if this is important to us, if fruit is important to us, what do we need to prioritize in order to make that happen? What do we need to do and let go of in order to make that happen? So they're making the strategic decisions. The Finance Council, well, they're just money. Okay, skip that. I can't. Like, this is the resources that we have to have and use in order to accomplish our mission. So, if we're saying this is a priority, this is the thing that we're trying to accomplish, this is the thing that we're trying to do, then the Finance Council becomes an important part of that because they're saying, well, what resources do we have to actually accomplish that? And if we don't have enough resources to do what we need to do, how do we prioritize in order to accomplish the most important things? How do we put the first things first? And then around that priest leader, around that moderator, we want to have a leadership team. This is a group of lay people who work with him on a day-to-day basis, or at least, meeting together weekly for an intense period of time to deal with what we're calling tactical issues. These are the management issues, the decisions that have to be made. So if the pastoral council is setting a long-term strategic direction, if the finance council is helping us find the resources to be able to do that, the leadership team working with the moderators is making the daily decisions and actions that are necessary to move the ball forward in what's happening. And working with the parish ministries and helping to coordinate that. And so those are the different levels of leadership that we're hoping and proposing, I guess, that all new parishes will have in place. So when we talk about the parish leadership team, I got into it a little bit, I jumped ahead, but you're talking about a team that gathers around the pastor and moderator to help make tactical decisions. It's not about consensus making, we're not moving to a voting system. They meet once a week for 2 to 4 hours, and it's 4 to 6 people who go around the cruise. Now it's important in those teams to really understand what some of the dynamics are going to need to be inside of that as we grow in leadership and we grow in formation. So they need to be united in the vision. The bishop spoke about this last night. He talked about being united in one. You have to have a balance of strengths. All of our priests are good at everything, right? No, but you all are good at everything, right? At everything you do. No, right? We need people around us who are good at other things that we're not good at, who are passionate about the things that we're not necessarily passionate about, so that we can make the best possible decision. Not the consensus decision, but the best possible decision. You have to have healthy confidence and trust. Everyone always argues with their pastor, right? Yes, you do. I heard you. Right. But but that means we need to trust one another. We need to believe that we're rowing in the same direction, we have a united vision, that we're all contributing something based on our strengths, so that we can trust one another and have it out, because some of the decisions that we'll have to make are difficult decisions. If we're saying this is important, and we have to start doing it, but maybe we have to let go of something, well, that's a hard conversation, right? We have to trust one another to be able to have this leadership. And that requires all of us to be more. When it comes to parish council, I think we have a number of models of parish council that are at work in our parishes right now. All of yours are the circled ones, but in other parishes that aren't here today, we sometimes end up with people who are doers, that are focused on tasks, and they're driving questions, what must be done, right? They're kind of the board of managers for a parish or something like that. But then we end up with managers who are more like, we want to say what needs to be done, but we want to figure out who else is going to do it, right? So they're about organizing and figuring out who to do it. We've got reporters. I don't think this would happen anywhere, where everybody's representative of something, or they're reporting in on all the different things that are happening, or just supervising everything, and we're asking how it's going. We've got representatives who not necessarily represent different communities, but maybe different ministries or something like that. And their focus is on themselves and what they're doing, and they're about making sure that that ministry or that group or whatever that they're representing is doing what they have to do. So those are some possible models of parish council. We're hoping that our new parish councils, we're proposing that our new parish councils will be these passionate leaders and planners who focus on strategic, big picture, pastoral issues, ask where are we going and how will we get there. So when we develop norms, and you've seen the pastoral plan on that green bar that I put up earlier, we talk about training for pastoral councils and finance councils. So we want to find people who want to do that, and we want to equip them to be able to do that so that they're moving the ball forward in their parishes. So when we talk about a parish leadership team around a moderator, a pastoral council, and a finance council, how does it all work together? And I'll be 100% honest with you, this is probably where as a diocese we haven't been as supportive as we can be. And so this is where we need to come into the special plan and really provide these opportunities. So we're proposing that these priests gather together as moderators with the bishop regularly, monthly, so that they can interface with him and not feel isolated and disconnected. Remember, isolation is so important in considerations. But all the priests will get together every 2 months. The parish leadership teams that we're talking about get together all the time. We need resources, but also be able to bring their concerns, and that we would be able to hear them and respond to them and help them and train them. That we would come and visit. The playing office is pastoral life and evangelization. That's the office that I get the pleasure of managing, and we have an Episcopal Vicar for Leadership Support who's sitting up there on the stairs there, that we would actually come out and be present. And I see this alive and at work in places. In fact, last Saturday I went to a couple of the counties and meet with the representatives of the churches there together in Amherst, and we were able to go through some of this stuff. First about these things, talk about finances, talk about cemeteries and some other things. And they felt supported. They hadn't seen somebody from the diocese in a long time. And I felt like I wasn't stuck in my job anymore. So I mean, it's a win all around when we can support people in this way. And that goes to regular financing, pastoral council training, our quick leadership formation program for those who want to take an even deeper dive into the theology and practice of evangelization. And of course, workshops for the Jews and assemblies like this one, so we can bring as many people on board with the project. So that's the support structure that we want to roll out. And so when it comes to discerning these priests, if we're saying leadership is important, then we have to discern moderators who have leadership capacity or potential, who own the vision, who have a sense of personal calling, who are attracted to leadership tasks. We surveyed a bunch of priests and said, do you like me doing these things? And some of them really dread leadership tasks, and some of them really love leadership tasks. So let's put the guy in who dreads leadership tasks to lead, right? What? It's like asking the guy who hates public speaking to do public speaking, right? Not very many, but okay. So attraction to leadership tasks and willingness to learn and grow. And so in this new model, we're proposing 2 parishes, or 2 priests in all these new parishes. One of them would hopefully be able to have a number of these, at least in progress, if not already growing, so that we can have good leadership as we move through this. Not only this change, but into the future as we try to do what we're doing. And in reality, this just models the way that Jesus lived, right? Familiar with this thing? The gospel? Good, okay. So, Peter had his 3 buddies, right? Peter, James, and John. They're the ones who get to go up on the mountain. They're the ones who get to closely get things explained to them and travel with Jesus all the time. So, he had a tight team of a small leadership team around him. The 12 people he was investing into, the 72, the disciples of Christ. The point is, we need all of these levels and layers of leadership at play in our parish, because as we heard this morning, they're the answers to people's prayers. And the fruit that they produce is the fruit that God has intended for them. And if we're not all firing on all of our cylinders at all of these levels, we're not going to do what this group of leaders did at all these levels, which is build the church in the first place. Right? So the second part of this presentation, and the other part of the proposal that we're dealing with is what we're calling the pastoral ministry. So what do these new parishes actually do? If you haven't heard by now the principles or values of mission and community and formation, I invite you to come talk to me afterwards and I'll point you in the right direction. But I think if you were at Sherry's talk this morning, this is the mechanics of what she's speaking about. How do we make parishes that have that economy, remember she put it up on the screen, of producing fruit? Of people who are evangelized and faithful, going through the liturgy, who are producing fruit and attracting in more people. What are the activities that we need to prioritize in order to make that happen? Remember she told the story of the parish that was like 20 years doing something? What did they have at the key of all that? Evangelizing retreats. So do we have a tool for evangelization available to reach those outside of the church? What did they end up doing? They ended up serving. We heard all those stories about going across continents or starting new things or changing the community that they were in different centers. Do we have a dedicated service for the most vulnerable people in our local area? Are we prioritizing that? And remember, it's all about the charisms and the gift of the Holy Spirit working through us. And so do we have a way to identify and put people into place to be able to use those charisms? That's 3 key activities under the heading of mission that we need to really think about and prioritize. And I just found this in the catechism this morning, but remember the bishop said Catholosophy last night, you know? So in the catechism, there's a heading of this section 849 and 56 that says mission is a requirement of the church's Catholicity. So you can make up words, it's real. And so mission is important. And we need to prioritize it. And those 3 activities we feel like help us to make the decisions to prioritize mission. We need to prioritize community. The bishop talked about oneness, about being unified, about being supportive of one another, about having one another. Sherry said a parish is a community, a community of charisms. We need to have that. So we need excellent liturgies with excellent hymns and hospitalities and offerings. We need small communities that share faith and support one another on a regular basis. And we need to be, all that stuff I said about leadership already, we need to have a team of transparency. As we start building the checklist of what is a new parish doing, now we have 6 key activities, and we add just formation. A couple years ago, we surveyed all the parishes that participated, thank you for participating, about what they're doing for ministries. You know, how many hours are spent doing it, how many people are doing it, and those sorts of things. One of the things that was actually surprisingly rare was formation for athletes. And if you saw on Sherry's slide this morning, that helping people grow and mature as adults in faith is a key thing to creating disciples and creating children. So formation is a very, very important part of what we're doing. And one of the key things that we found with the various research and surveys we've been doing is that parishes that have an ongoing process. So remember Sherry drew all that thing where you move from seeker to disciple to missionary. You know, what is our actual process for making that happen in our parish? And we have to ask that question in all of our parishes. Can everybody in our parish say, what's next? If I play basketball with a guy at lunchtime at the Tons, and he's interested in the faith, what's the first step that I got to make for him? And then what's the next step that he makes after that, and after that, and after that? And so we need to know what that process is, be clear about that process, and support it all along the way. We need to identify leaders at every level of the organization. That whole model, this rises and falls on leadership. We're going to need leaders in parish ministry, leaders on parish teams, leaders in pastoral council, finance council, everywhere we go. And then forming people for service, drawing people out for ministry, giving the tools that they need to be able to do that ministry. And then even forming those for vocation. So to say, look, what did Sherry say? When we start doing all this, we start really look seriously at our vocation, whether that's the priesthood, the religious life, or married, or in secular world in some way, shape, or form. To help people move through those questions. So, that's the next question. So, good. So what we have in the proposal here that we're talking about this afternoon, to me, is actually the most important part of the proposal. See, I think a lot of people are worried about who am I grouped with, where am I grouped, what am I doing? That's fair, those are important questions. And we need to deal with those, we need to hear out all the different options and opinions. But it's doing these things differently around leadership and around ministry that we're trying to set ourselves up for. If we can't do that, then we're just going to reorganize the deck chairs on the Titanic. That's a phrase here in Nova Scotia, right? And we don't want it. We want to grow. We want to produce fruit. We want to be. Remember what Sherry said that, maybe what she said, 2% of people are these active, engaged disciples, but imagine what the world would look like, and our church would look like if it was 10. We want to grow in that direction. We want to move in that direction. But to be able to do that, we need to do things differently. We need to lead differently. We need to prioritize different activities. And that's how we're going to do it. And we don't want the structure weighing us down, which is the only reason that we need to undertake structure. So that's it for the presentation part.
Thank you for some of the things that I've just heard. There's lots of points in there. And with regards to these core 9 values, they're core values. And I don't think we want people to walk away from here with the idea that all of these 9 things have to be done mechanically and you have to see them in every parish in exactly the same fashion. What we're saying is, and I may be joining with the person who said I don't see the connection between these 9 values and the new parishes. I'm also attempting to say something to that. We could have done all of these 10 years ago. We should have done all of these whenever we should have done them. But we didn't. And that's the problem. And so when we're looking at these 9 core values, the issue is not to make a checklist every year and say, we've done the 9. But what we are saying here is a new parish that brings people together, where the strengths and the abilities and talents of those people who come together at this point in time, we're trying to encourage in you and from you the accomplishment somehow of these 9 core values. So that in that new parish, these new values can have the desired effect, which is what we've been calling from this morning's session the fruit, which is what we are trying to do in terms of communicating the gospel to our neighbors and to all of those many types of Catholics. If you recall this morning's session, there's all kinds of Catholics, right? We want to do something to reach out to them. That's the missionary thing, and these 9 core values are ways that we can accomplish that. Frankly, if you can take one of them and put all your time and energy into making one of those really effective, I'm willing to bet that those other 9 will shortly follow. There was a concern raised, not about the vision, not about what we're trying to accomplish, but someone raised a concern about the geographical areas that we're dealing with. Yes, we are dealing with large geographical areas, but it may be helpful to keep in mind that creating a new parish is not the same as establishing one new building to which everyone is expected to be coming. Okay? Remember the distinctions that John made when we started. There's a difference between a parish, between a church, and I'm going to throw in a third category, and a community of faith. So there is in this whole thing not only a preoccupation and a concern for those communities of faith, but I've used the language of referring to them as communities of proximity. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you're in this small town and you've got a community of people that gathers together in faith, you need to keep gathering together in faith. But because you are now members of the parish of whatever name we're going to give it, you need to connect with that other community of faith over there and that other community of faith over there that makes up this new parish, at least on regular gatherings, so that you can develop a new identity and so that you can be connected. That's, in essence, what a diocese is. But it's a diocese on a smaller scale. Okay? So the concern about how do we deliver our ministries to the local community in this large new parish, that's a key piece. So if you've got sick people in this little community, you've got to figure out how that sick person or those needy people are being dealt with. But now you've got this larger leadership team and this larger pool of people from whom hopefully we can derive the talents and the skills that can help some of that to happen. So I don't know if that responds to that concern about proximity, but it is a concern that we do have. The comment about the cathedral, it's important to keep in mind that the cathedral is not a parish. It's the Mother Church. That was the language that was used. And I agree with you that the Mother Church should be a place where many of these things are visible. Many of these matters are being expressed or experienced. And we may not be doing our best at the moment, but it's something that we're working on, just as our parishes are also working on trying to strive for the ideal. But I agree with you that the cathedral needs to be modeling, if we can, some of the things that we are proposing here. So, there we are. I have some other things, but I think coffee is more important. It is, after all, the 8th sacrament of the Church. We cannot function in any of our gatherings without it. So, thank you. We'll be back. We have another session, and maybe then at the end I'll say a few more things. Thank you very much.